This pool is about 3 meters long. No one who doesn't practice martial arts can jump over it. The young monk watched as his fellow disciples leaped across easily, not a drop of water touching them. So he copied their run-up, but ended up stepping on a floating log and tipping it over, falling into the water. The pool was the only way to the dining hall. If he got there any later, there wouldn't even be any food left. The young monk didn't dare waste time. He scrambled out of the pool, but his senior brother blocked his way, saying, "No one with wet clothes or an unclean body is allowed in." Seeing he was soaked through, the young monk took off his clothes and hung them on the wall to dry. By the time he reached the dining hall, the bamboo buckets for rice were already empty. He hurried to the vegetarian hall instead, and luckily, there was still half a bucket of porridge left. But just as he scooped up a spoonful, the abbot knocked it back into the bowl, scolding him, "The vegetarian hall isn't for you to enter." Then the abbot ordered Sandu to eat his meal while standing on a floating log. But Sandu couldn't keep his balance. His body swayed left and right, and he slipped and fell into the water again. After all that trouble, he ended up with nothing to eat. The next day, Sandu tried to cheat, but as soon as he got on top of the wall, the abbot hit him with a palm strike, sending him into the water. His fellow disciples burst out laughing, but Sandu wasn't discouraged. That night, he found 2 empty bamboo tubes, stepped on them with his feet, and practiced strengthening his leg strength. He repeated this training hundreds of times. By the 3rd day, Sandu had mastered the technique. His fellow disciples had all crossed the pool and were waiting to see him make a fool of himself. Sandu lifted his right leg with his left hand, hopped onto a floating log with his left foot, then leaped again and successfully landed on the bank. Everyone was stunned by this move, but unexpectedly, the abbot changed the rules again. The hemp ropes tying the logs together were cut, reducing their buoyancy. They could barely support a person's weight, and anyone stepping on the logs would definitely fall into the water. From morning till evening, not a single one of the dozens of disciples made it across. The abbot took out a bowl, threw it hard onto the water's surface. The bottom of the bowl glided smoothly across the water, bouncing successfully to the other side. This seemed to spark a realization in Sandu. Late at night, while the other disciples were already asleep, Sandu's feet kept practicing nonstop. In that moment, he suddenly had an epiphany. As long as he was fast enough, kept his body steady, and had strong feet, he could make it across. Remembering these points, he took a strong step and darted to the other side successfully. With that, the leg strength test was over. Next up was the arm strength test.